Hey everyone, it's Mia and today's video is going to be about saving money at uni. I would say I'm like good at saving, well, like I know how to save money, like I don't always do it. Yeah, I'm pretty good at like making things cheap when I want to, if you know what I mean. So I'm at the University of Bath. I guess like it's seen as like an expensive place. I'm not really sure if it's actually that much more expensive for like food and like supermarket stuff. I think it's probably just like going out to eat and drink that's more expensive. So I feel like pretty much most of the money I spend is on food, and then like other things are like nights out, drinks, sometimes clothes, just like things that I need, like toiletries. So yeah, I'm basically just going to be sharing with you how I save money on all these things. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and let's just get started. So the main thing I do, which saves so much money, like I don't even know how much my food shop would cost if I didn't do this, but I eat pretty much the same thing every day, or like a different thing but with the same ingredients, if you know what I mean. So basically I just buy the ingredients for one recipe for breakfast, one recipe for lunch, and one for dinner. So to give you an example, this week, like it's Sunday today, so this week's like recipes were for breakfast every single day I had a smoothie, like just the exact same ingredients. For lunches I like meal prepped some like different vegetables and like salads and like proteins and stuff, and then I just kept it all in the fridge, and then every single day I like made myself like a little salad with all the different ingredients. So I like cooked sweet potatoes, roasted chickpeas, I just got like a bag of spinach, had a salad dressing, and also made like couscous every day because that's really quick. And I literally just prepped all of that and then had that every single day, like a few different combinations of things. And then for dinners I did a chickpea and cauliflower curry and rice, so I just like made a massive batch of it. I will link some recipes down below that I always use, but things like curries, lentil bolognese, bean chili, like all of this stuff is like literally the cheapest foods you can make. So yeah, I'll leave some recipes down below. I pretty much just like Google what I want to make and then just click on the first one, which is often the BBC Good Food recipes. So yeah, I always eat the same thing for like 5 days a week at least, and then sometimes I'll have something different on the weekend. But yeah, if you think that you want like a treat meal instead of getting a takeaway, like try and find something you would get for a takeaway but in the supermarket because it's so much cheaper. Next thing you can do to save money is to buy frozen fruit. So I always buy frozen raspberries and frozen blueberries, and I have them in a smoothie every single day. And this is also good because it just like lasts for like pretty much forever. I don't even know how long it lasts, but it lasts as long as you need it to. Whereas like berries are like one of the things that go off so quickly, and they're kind of expensive. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting frozen berries. And then also frozen vegetables, and I don't buy frozen, like all my vegetables frozen, just because I think they have like less nutrients in them when they're frozen. I can't really remember, but like maybe that's not true. But the ones I always buy frozen are peas and edamame beans. I love edamame beans, and both of those, like peas and edamame beans, they just cook really quickly, so it's like not a hassle to have them frozen. And they're literally so cheap and they'll last you ages. The next thing is to buy tinned legumes as like just like the main like bulk of your meals. So legumes are like beans, chickpeas, lentils, things like that. They're my favourite three. So in chilies I always put black beans and kidney beans. You could pretty much put every single bean in there if you wanted. And then I use chickpeas for curries and tagines. And then I use lentils for sometimes curries / like dals, and then also bolognese, so you can make lentil bolognese instead of meat bolognese. And even if you're not vegetarian or vegan, it's like this will just help you to save money. If you just swap out a few meat meals for like plant-based meals, it's often a lot cheaper, because literally all the things I just mentioned, I think they're like 40p for a tin, something like that. It's honestly so good. And you could have a whole tin as like a portion, but it's like half a tin is a portion for me, so it's so cheap. Also, tofu is quite cheap. Like, I know a lot of people don't like tofu. I guess you just have to like find a nice way to season it. Like, obviously it's not going to be nice if you eat it on its own. But it is a very cheap protein source. I think it's like £2 or like £1.50 for a whole block. I don't often buy tofu. If I do, it's because I use it for tofu scramble, which is like you put like garlic, oil, salt, pepper, nutritional yeast, and then like the tofu, kind of, because the texture of tofu is like cooked egg basically. So that's why some people do like scrambled tofu. But yeah, I really like it in that, but I don't really use it for anything else. And also I feel like a lot of people think tofu is not very nice. It's because they think it's supposed to be like a meat substitute, but tofu is like its own food, like it's not trying to be a meat. Next thing you can do is download every single app that gives student discounts. So I feel like everyone just thinks there's uni days, but there's more than that. So there's uni days and then there's student beans, which I've got as well, and it just has like different like brands on there basically. And then there's also voucher codes for students, so you know the brand like voucher codes. I think the app icon for it is just like VC, but you can sign up as a student on voucher codes, and then they have like loads of deals on there as well. So make sure you got all three of the apps. Like, you can't just be having one, like you need all three. Next thing is to like make your own snacks and like make sure you always bring them with you. I actually don't buy that many snacks at uni. I'm not really sure why. I think it's just because I've like got my own food here and I'm always like in my accommodation basically, so I could just go to the kitchen. But I feel like maybe next year when I don't live on campus, I will be like snacking a lot more when I'm like here for the day. Yeah, I basically just include snacks in like my food shop, so I'll do like apples and peanut butter, or mostly have apples and peanut butter. To be honest, I eat quite big meals, so I don't really snack that much, but I sort of just eat like random things in my fridge that are supposed to be for meals, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I have potatoes as a snack. I was just eating sweet potato actually. This is sweet potato. It's almost gone, but yeah. You could do like hummus and pita bread and carrots, like all of that stuff. I don't know why I don't eat that. I think it's because I'm really picky about hummus. Like, I love hummus, but sometimes like I only like a certain hummus, so yeah. Also, like, it doesn't even have to be a healthy snack. Like, you could like bake stuff, especially if you like to snack on things like cookies, cakes and stuff. You could just make that for yourself, like make a huge batch of cookies and then just have that every single day, you know. The next couple things are to do with drinking. I feel like I probably waste the most money on drinking, if you know what I mean. Like, obviously spending money on food is not really a waste unless it's, I don't know. But something I sometimes do is only have the amount of money in my account that I like want to spend. I feel like that's something that a lot of people do, but I basically just have all my student loan in my savings, and then I like take a bit out and put it into my student account. So say if I'm going out for dinner and it shouldn't cost more than like £10, and I'll only have like £15 in my account or something like that. And you can easily do that for nights out, like just work out how many drinks you should be having or like want to have, I don't know, and then just only put that amount of money in your account, or a bit less. You can also do this with a Monzo card. I have a Monzo card, but I only use it for travel because I think the whole point of Monzo is that there's no transaction fees and stuff when you're abroad. But yeah, I know that a lot of my friends here use a Monzo card to do their weekly budget, so they just put their weekly budget on a Monzo card and then just use that for the week. Also, something I do to save money is pre-drink loads. So, I mean, sounds like a bad influence, but yeah, say if you're like going out for dinner and you know that you'll order alcohol, like just have a drink before you go out for dinner. I basically just drink as much as I can so that I don't have to buy drinks when I'm out. And the last one is about buying clothes. I used to be so bad with buying clothes, but yeah, I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking, instead of buying new outfits, instead of buying new tops for nights out, things like that, change up your look in terms of like hair and makeup. I think I'm going to do this more, like doing like colourful makeup, stuff like that. I really want to be that person that wears really colourful makeup, but I'm not quite there yet. And also like jewellery, accessories, like little bags, things like that. Nail colour, I've got pink on my nails at the moment. So that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got any more ideas, then put them down below for people to read. I'm also thinking of doing like a what I spend in a week video. I feel like people would be interested in that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!